For this experiment, you'll need approved eye protection, a solution of iron chloride at 0.02 molar, a solution of potassium iodide at 0.02 molar, some distilled water, some graduated cylinders, small beakers, a larger beaker, a laptop that runs Logger Pro software, the LabQuest Mini interface, and a vernier colorimeter. You'll also need some cuvettes. Plug the cable from the colorimeter into channel 1 of the LabQuest Mini interface, and then plug the USB into the laptop. In Logger Pro, open Logger Pro, go to File, Open, and from Advanced Chemistry with Vernier, open Experiment 25, Rate and Order. This is a plastic cuvette. We put solutions inside the cuvette and then measure their absorptivity in the colorimeter. You can see that two edges of the cuvette, two of these faces, have ridges on them that you can hold with your hands. The clear sides are not to be touched by your fingerprints. This is a sample of distilled water, and I'm about to put it into the colorimeter. You can see that there's a little arrow that points the way to go. Close the lid. Make sure that it is reading at 470 nanometers. If it's not, you can cycle through until it reads to 470 and then press calibrate. When this light stops flashing, your sample has calibrated, and now it will consider water to be a background and not measure its absorbance. On the screen, you should see that absorbance reads as 0. Remove the background cuvette from the colorimeter. Take a clean cuvette and, using the data table in the procedure, I'm going to mix 20 milliliters of iron chloride and 20 milliliters of potassium iodide with 0 milliliters of water. So here's 20 milliliters of the iron solution and 20 milliliters of the iodide. As soon as this is mixed, transfer it into a cuvette up to about 3/4 full, and put this as quickly as you can into the colorimeter. Close the lid, come to the Logger Pro software and click Collect. This will now measure the absorbance of the solution inside that cuvette over time. And if we go back and look at what's over time, the reaction solution gets darker and darker orange as more iodine is produced from the iodide in the redox reaction. And what that looks like on the screen is that the absorbance of your sample progressively builds. After this data collection is complete, I'm going to select a linear part of that curve. I'm going to go up to the regression button, and then I'm going to have the software tell me what the slope of that line is. I'll repeat that then for the remaining experiments that are in the procedure.